Hello, my friends, and welcome once again. Yes, so today I want to talk about money. Now, one of the reasons why I really try to push these segments is simply because, hey, when all else fails, there's only two things a man can do. Focus on his body, getting his body in health and shape, and making money. Those are the only two things that really builds and takes a man to the next level. Wouldn't you agree? I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. So I always focus on helping you guys make money. And part of that is changing your mindset. Most of us are hindered by our mindset. Simple. Now listen, if I sound a little nasally today, oh man, the sinuses are killing me today. Yeah, the bad weather and then the heat and the moisture, it really takes a toll on your sinuses over here in Dubai. But listen, let's do this. Let's talk money.
Let's talk money. Let's talk money. Let's talk money. With the older man, he's got the wisdom, honey. Remember whenever you're in doubt, always ask an older man, he'll show you the right route. Oh, the wisdom of the elders is gold.
Yes. All right. So, first of all, I want us to start with this one quote from one of my first online mentors. Now, I met Brian Tracy. When I say met, it was via cassette tapes. Yeah, that's how far back it was. This was via cassette tapes, probably about 30 years ago. I think I was probably around 18, 19, and he was one of my mentors. When I was in sales, I got hold of his information, and he is literally still here giving out good, solid information and becoming successful. Take a listen, guys.
Percent of the population never improves. They work to become okay at their work, and then they level off. And years go by and they never improve. They do their job just enough not to lose their job. And they don't understand because they're surrounded by people who are not improving either. And they think, well, this must be the way the world is. And so they feel out of control of their lives. They cannot earn more money. 80% of the population has no extra money. The amount that they earn, they spend to live. So they have no savings. They're always paid only the minimum. So the top 10%, however, are constantly improving. Lifelong improvement, learning new things and becoming better. If you do that, you own the future. And if you don't do that, you're always a victim of rapid change.
You'll be always a victim of rapid change. That last bit should hit you hard, gentlemen, because life doesn't stay static. Money doesn't stay static. Work doesn't stay static. Knowledge doesn't stay static. It is constantly moving and improving. And if you are not keeping up with that, with improving your knowledge, improving your network, improving your money, improving your health, improving everything, you'll get left behind. Now, what I realize and what I've learned over my years of existence is that most people, like he said, stay in the same spot because they keep hanging out with the same people. And they get comfortable in that spot. And because they don't realize that that comfort is what's killing them, they stay there. And staying in that spot with those individuals that you have become comfortable with, that is what keeps you stagnant. Now, our man here, Andrew Tate, said this. Let's sort of let you understand why it's necessary.
If you sit down with 5 ice cream experts and all you talk about is ice cream, on a long enough time frame, when someone asks you about ice cream, you're going to know the answer. But if you talk about money with people who have money, you're going to know about money. But most people will sit and say, I want to get rich. And when they sit with their friends, they don't sit there and go, okay, none of us even know about money, but let's talk about money. What are you good at? What are you good at? And what am I good at? How can we work as a team? They don't talk about this. They talk about Super Bowl. Yeah. And then they wonder why the people who do talk that way make money and they don't.
I tried to kill the music in that, but the music was overpowering his voice. But basically he's saying, listen, if you guys get together as friends and all you talk about is sports and ball and women, you'll become experts at that. But the days that you start to talk about money, networking, how to do it, how to make it, how much you guys are making. You have to be capable of talking about something that is important to your best benefit. Sports doesn't. I don't talk about sports, by the way. I don't watch any sports. No, not interesting. Not interested? Not interesting to me. I know the score. I can tell you the score on any sport, but that's all I'm interested in. The conclusion. Who won? Okay, that's it. Done. Don't get into the hype and wasting that amount of brain power on something that's not going to pay me. I don't. But when I get with my friends, my successful friends, we're talking about where's the next big move? What's the next business opening up? Where's the next opportunities? I'm big on the YouTube now. Most of the time, and most of my friends, all we're talking about is, what are you doing? What's successful? What did you talk about on this? How much money you made on this? How much this? How much that? How much? Where are you going to go with this? What are you planning on doing? That's all I want to know. Sure, we get into the personal stuff. How's the wife? How's the kids? Yeah, sure. We get that out of the way. That's a 5-minute conversation. If he has a problem, it might extend to 10 to 15 minutes, if that much. But after that, we're talking about how do we make money? How are we going to make more? There is no way a man of success sit around talking about sports, car engines, NBA, NFL. What purpose is that serving to you or him? Nothing. It serves you no purpose whatsoever. So change your mindset or change your friends. Those are the only two options. I love this little piece here because a lot of you guys who follow me are, you're up there. You're in your older years. And when you start to feel discouraged that, past my years now to do something new something that, stop that shit. Stop that. I started this YouTube channel a year and a half ago. I'm 58 today. It's actually quite successful. So don't ever think that it's too late to start anything new. What else are you going to do with your time? Sit down and die? Is that what you think this is about? That's not what life is. It's never too late to start something new. The least you're going to get out of it is being active. The most you can get out of it is, hey, you become successful. Or you fail at it, but you're still exhilarated because you learned something new. So as far as I'm concerned, you will win either way. But staying stagnant, laying on your ass, sitting on your ass, doing shit all because you think that you're too old, that's not a way to go. And that applies to your fitness, that applies to money, business, relationships, every single thing. There is no such thing as, I'm too old for that shit now. I'm too old for that. Forget it. Stop it. Stop. If you feel behind in life, remember, average business founders is 45 years old. Remember that. 45. Average CEO is 51. Average millionaire, 57. Average billionaire is 67. Try to understand those numbers. So it's never too late. Never, ever, ever too late.
Lose your fear of failure. Failure is part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right. You learn nothing from winning. You only learn from your failures. You have to lose your fear of failure.
Now, for those of you that just need ideas and trying to understand, what do I do? How do I make it? How do I start? Here's how you do it. And I'm going to give you the example of this is why I started this channel and why it's so successful. First,
you need to choose a problem, not a product. Then you need to turn the problem into a question, answer your question, connect a product to that answer. Elon's problem was that rockets are expensive. How can you make them cheaper? Make them reusable. So he made boosters that can land. That's why you need to choose a problem, not a product. Then you need to turn the problem into a question, answer your question, connect a product to that answer.
Choose a problem that you can solve for other people. That then becomes the product. Ask an older man. I am helping you. I didn't choose the channel. I choose the problem first. What problem can I solve for you guys? I then create a business that help you solve your problems. And in turn, it becomes a business. Do you understand how this works, gentlemen? So you always have to find people's pain points. Go into your neighborhood. People have problems with taking care of their lawn. People have problems with whatever. With finding fresh vegetables. Start a vegetable garden in your backyard. Start a community pool where you guys come together and bring a bunch of people together and start a community vegetable garden. where people build various types of vegetables in their backyard. So Mr. Jones down the road, he grows carrots and cabbage. You growing tomatoes and lettuce. Someone else is growing radishes and whatever. And then you guys pool together every Saturday, every other weekend, and you have your little setup, your little farmer's yard, little farmer garden, I don't know what the hell you would call it, and sell your vegetables. You found a problem, and then you create a business around that to help other people. That's what I'm trying to say. Just letting you guys feel what it's like to get outside of your normal way of thinking and seeing how to create new businesses, because most people don't think outside the box. Now, I always try to encourage you all to stop the leakage, what we call money leakage. This is the reason why so many people don't have any money, because they fall prey to the trends and the fads. This is the P jeans. Jesus, what the hell next?
These are the new pea-stained denim jeans. These are the new pea-stained denim jeans that everybody's talking about. Yes, you heard me right. They have this effect that makes it look like you had a little bit of an accident. They are by Jordan Luca, and if you're wondering if you can buy them, you can't, because they're actually sold out. How much did the pea-stained denim jeans cost? So if you wanted to have a pair of these pants, that would cost $811. And if you don't want to pay anything, just pee your pants. As you expected, the internet is having a field day with this one. From their opening look of Fall 2023 collection to being the most talked about pair of jeans lately, I think Jordan Luca is a winner here. Now in the comment section, let me know, would you purchase a pair of these?
I thought you peed on yourself.
Do you think they're the new wave? Do you think they're trendy? They're $800.
I wouldn't pay $800. I would just pee on myself.
$800.
Not for me. I don't think they're really designed for my age group.
Why not?
More cost, more people desire. If everyone had a Rolls Royce, then a Rolls Royce would be a Toyota.
My age group people unfortunately have accidents which cause this effect.
Everybody my age pees their pants. It's the coolest.
Fortunately, if you get enough people to do it, it will become a trend. Anything is possible.
Added something on there. Maybe.
I mean, you make it look cool.
Oh, I had to throw that one in. But there's a serious part to this. There's so many people that fall prey to the fads, the new thing. They have this unbelievable urge to grab on to the latest thing, to feel like they're someone special. And usually it's poor people that just cannot afford to keep doing this, but they keep doing it. It's like a drug. They need to keep up with the Joneses. Yeah. There's some guy there now just running all the way to the bank. He's taking a $20 pair of jeans, rubbing it so that it looks like a stain, like you piss yourself. And guess what? $800. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. You got to freaking admire the guy who did it, man. Seriously. $800 for a pair of jeans that make you look like you piss yourself. We can convince people of anything. Anything. This is the world that we live in. It scares the shit out of me when I listen to this sort of crap. I love how the old man there said, well, we're at that age now where this happens. This could happen anytime. No, I'm not there yet, guys, so don't start. I'm not there yet. Oh, man. And this is another area you need to stop putting your money. Listen to this charlatan. I grew up with this parasite. This man has, 2 or 3 private jets. And this is what he says to his congregation. This is Mr. Copeland. I have seen women in the Cayman Islands. This man is in America. But his television show is it's broadcast all over the world. From Mexico, anywhere you go, this man is raking in poor people hard-earned money. Just listen to him, please.
Feeding your babies, God bless your darling heart, then you ought to be helped. But I'm going to tell you something, you need to be tithing off that help. That's your increase. You need to be tithing that. Well, dear Lord, Brother Copeland, I'm in poverty now. I know it. I'm telling you how to get out. That's the gospel. I don't care if you ain't got but 2 nickels. Give him the first one. Oh, yeah. For he has anointed me to do what? Preach the gospel to the poor. That's what the poor must hear. And in the gospel, giving is at the heart of breaking the curse of poverty. Oh, yeah.
Look at that freaking evil grin at the end. You know how many poor people have given this charlatan, this snake, their last dollar? I've heard of stories where women, people dying of cancer, need that medication money to buy the next freaking round of chemo. But they instead send their money to this man trying to look for that last straw of hope. I know a lot of you guys that follow me are highly religious, but you have to admit that is not the way to go. This man is one of the richest people in America. And if you think that you should keep sending him your hard-earned money, for what? Where do you think? What? Just so he could tell you some stories that you could easily read in your own Bible, in your own holy book yourself? But no. Just like the P. James, he's convinced you that he needs to get 10%. He needs 10% of your money. The con is the same, my friends. Same bloody con. Please don't fall for it. Invest your money. Read your Bible. Read your holy book. Read your Quran. Read your Torah. Read it, and you hold on to your faith, because like they say, God is all over. Don't have to come through a charlatan like this.
1993. Today is now $2,070,000. Inflation in 5 years will probably devalue half of everyone's money listening to this in their 401ks, IRAs, and their soft saving accounts. Like right now, the world is a wreck, and their only solution to the devaluation is they're going to have to work harder. Over the last 20 years, 2002 to 2022, salaries have increased 27%, but the cost of a home has gone up 148%. In other words, like our cost of living and lifestyles is not keeping up. Average person drives a $60,000 a year car that has a $50,000 a year salary with over $100,000 of student debt, 60% of America living check to check. We have a problem. And being busy is not the solution, and getting another job is not the solution. You have to graduate and develop more of the Gen Z millennial mind that says there's got to be a smarter way. It can't be the immigrant way of just work harder, because there is something to say for hard work. But if it's not smart enough hard work, then it's stupid work. It's dumb work. And there's a lot of financial idiots out there that have just not gotten themselves educated.
This guy nailed it. If your money isn't accumulating return faster than inflation, you're literally losing money. That is the reality of life. So, why, older man, what do you think? What do you suggest? Listen, it's hard, because I'm telling you, the US dollar, like I see it right now, and based on how much America's borrowing, I can't see it surviving, to be honest with you. I cannot see it surviving 20 years from now where it doesn't collapse. The borrowing on the US dollar is way too high. I would strongly advise you to start putting a little bit of money every month, putting it in crypto, putting it into buying some raw land, okay? Secure yourself some raw land. Housing, I feel, will soon collapse again because the prices have gone up way too high. It's going to inevitably collapse again. People are still borrowing way too much money. It's hard. It's hard for me to give you ideas beyond what I'm trying to tell you. I am not a financial advisor, just so that you guys can understand that. I can only tell you what I am doing. But at my age, I have different requirements than you do. So you need to understand how to make money at your age, and also how much risk you can take at your age. But if you're younger than me, you have time on your side, I would slowly start putting something away into the large S&P funds, and I would start putting something away in the crypto department, because I can't see the dollar staying around for very long without going through a substantial change. Not with the amount of borrowing the US is doing. And it's not getting any less. That's the thing. So that's the best I can say on that one.
An average man outside don't know a $40 shoe from a $4,000 shoe. Some of us do. I said the average. The average man outside don't care if you got on Steve Madden's or Yves Saint Laurent. He don't. That's shit that y'all be competing with on your own. A nigga gonna fuck you if you got a Michael Kors bag or if you got a Birkin. A nigga's gonna fuck you if you in a Honda or if you in a Bentley. Those are not things being put forth by men as requirements. That's y'all competing with each other. Niggas will fuck that.
Yeah.
Why them girls not white? All of these girls that they look for on TV, Take away Kim Kardashian. Take away select few ones. None of them ever got a fucking ring. They who everybody trying to emulate and who everybody trying to be. None of them got a stable household. Pardon me. None of them got families with kids and a man, and they out in Dubai as a couple.
Oh, this man is spitting some facts. The average person don't know the difference. You know what they do over here in Dubai? When these guys bring these girls over, invite them, those so-called Instagram models. There are places you can go to here in Dubai, just so you understand. And you can buy Birkin, you can buy any type of bag you want. And these are the best of the counterfeit bags coming out of Korea, coming out of Taiwan, coming out of China, coming out of all the Asian countries. The best of the best. And these guys can pick these bloody things up for $200 to $300. Easy. I bought one for my wife before, when we first arrived. No one can tell the difference. These guys have them stacked. These guys have them stacked in their closets at home. And they invite these girls over and they pass out these bags to these girls. And these girls swear that these men spent $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 on these bags for them. None the wiser. And the thing is, right, they will go back to their home and they will show off their bags to other girls and they will sport those bloody bags. Yet, no one knows the difference. No one know that they're walking around with some other freaking knockoff because the world don't give a shit. That's the reality of it. The only time that she knows that she got scammed is when she actually short of money and she want to cash in this bag and she tries to sell it out on the market or some secondhand market, and they look and the buyer knows what they're doing and what to look for, and he has to go and look at her and say, sorry honey, this is a fake. And she will defend that. No, this is no fake. This is not fake. The guy that she gave it up to for this bag.
So poor, according to this definition, is lacking sufficient money to cover basic needs such as food and shelter.
I would agree.
Yes. So from a census standpoint in the United States, poverty is measured by comparing a person's income or a family's income to a set poverty threshold. That's a minimum amount of income needed to cover that individual's basic needs. So the current poverty threshold for a household of one in America is $14,580. A family of four, it's about $30,000. So according to the U.S. Census Bureau, they estimate in 2021, 37.9 million Americans live in poverty.
Wow.
Which translates to about 11.6% of the population.
All right. So now you know how low you can live on the totem pole. If you're making double that amount of money, please note that you can bring down your living, your standard of living, and save that extra because you can still survive on less. Okay? That's the reason why I wanted to play this for you. Know how far down the totem pole you can go to live, to exist, to not be poor. In other words, you don't need all of the crap. Save that money. Invest it. Put it away somewhere. Okay? One more.
4 years. 4 years is the average lifespan of an NBA career. And it take us 5 years after that to go broke, the majority of us. Easy numbers, gang. I do it like this. You make $5 million, 2.5 of that gone. A lot of people don't know we got dues, NBPA. So everybody put their money in the pot. So you figure you got 450 NBA players. I think the dues is 15 to 20 grand a year. That's how we able to get our health care and all of that type of shit. Personal staff. Financial advisor, there's probably 1%. Agent at a high number is going to get 4%. But you can negotiate from 1 to 4.
Okay.
So before you look up, you probably at 1.5 million off of 5 with nothing. And these Benzes that we keep talking about in these mansions, these girlfriends and these Chanel bags, before you know it, you not a millionaire no more.
Right.
You a high thousandaire. On paper, you can tell a motherfucker, fuck you, I'm a millionaire.
Right.
In real life, a lot of that pie gone.
And that's why financial literacy is essential for a lot of these athletes and for you, my friends. If these guys change their mindset about money, they can retire well. They can walk away after 4 years with a body that has been beaten up and torn apart by serious, rigorous work on the court. Yeah, they can retire quite well. But most of them are financially illiterate. Most of that money goes on stupid shit. I always tell you about the cars. Stop buying cars. One of the biggest waster is cars. Second, Luxury homes. Luxury homes. Any home, actually. If you're living in your home and not making a return on that home, it is a liability. It is not an asset. And a lot of these guys, they like to front. Buy big homes, 7, 8 rooms. They're only living in 2. Most of their friends are crashing in their other rooms when they too drunk to drive home. You're paying for that. The problem is you're financing a 7-bedroom house that you're only living in 2 bedrooms. 2 bedroom, the kitchen and the living room. Most of the time you're on the road. But the mortgage and the payments are coming out of a 7-bedroom home, plus the property taxes, plus community fees, plus the upkeep on the house, the pool, the people that have to clean that damn thing. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous. When you add that all up, including the cost of your mortgage, not worth it, guys. It's just a money pit, because that cost does not go up faster than the cost of the appreciation on the house. This is the problem. No fashion, no cars, no stupid homes, just to say you have a house. Always buy secondhand. Stay away from luxury products. Change your mindset. Hang out with people who want to talk about money, who want to talk about making it to the next level. Sports don't do it, my friend. You want to build your mind, you have to be with other people who want to build their minds. So guys, listen, I'm going to cut it short there. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you like it. Please subscribe if you haven't. And of course, if you have a quick question, send me a voice message over on Instagram. If you want to talk to me, you want to have a good long conversation with me, get me over on askanolderman.com. Very reasonable. I'm keeping it low so that each and every one of you can have access to me. All right. So until next time, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.